Okay, so in 1961, this guy named Frank Drake proposed this equation, and it was a way to calculate what, Joseph? How many aliens there should be in the universe?
Yeah,
What's
okay.
going on with Drake?
So afraid what Drake, Mr. Drake, he actually came up with that equation on the back of an envelope on the way to the first UFO convention, right? Because he realized he was going to his first UFO convention and they had to have something to talk about. But Carl Sagan was there, and there was altogether there was only 10 people at that convention. But his basically his equation is just a normal stack tolerance equation given the expansion of the universe and the creation of stars in the universe and the probability of life. You can come up with a number of projected stars in the universe. Like there's 400,000 stars in the universe. It's projected, a certain percentage of them are going to have planets, and a certain percentage of those planets will be close enough to the sun to have like a Goldilocks effect, being not too far and not too close, and a certain percentage of them will have water and carbon, and another percentage of them. And depending upon those estimates, unfortunately, you can come up with 1,000 planets in the universe that have life, or 100 million, depending upon what parameters you put into the model. So it can be a really wide range, and nobody knows how to estimate those things. But the lower end is 1,000, right? So from all probabilities, there's 1,000 there's almost 100% probability there have been at least 1,000 civilizations in the universe that could have created technology.
Well, what's the difference between the Drake equation and the Fermi paradox?
Fermi paradox,
Fermi?
right? Yeah, so Fermi was actually a Nobel Prize winning physicist who won his Nobel Prize for radioactivity, induced radioactivity. So he invented all the transuranium elements. He did a lot of statistical mechanics. So his part in the UFO theory is one lunch. he and four other scientists were at the Lawrence Livermore, no, not the Lawrence Livermore, in New Mexico.
Los Alamos Labs.
Los Alamos Labs in New Mexico. Him and three other scientists were walking to lunch, and there was something about there was some sighting in New Mexico about a UFO that someone had seen. And again, it was one of those one-off things, right? No consistent proof, but a lot of individual evidence. And so they were talking about it, and we're talking about, well, what's the probability of there being life on another planet? And Fermi did some equations in his head, and he just says, but if that's true, then where are they? Right?
That's right. That's the question that I asked. Well, if there's 100% probability, where are they?